Possibly.
Our flat is currently 2 rooms, and that's it. That's why you can currently see my kitchen, my bed, and they're like, and like 2 feet away is another room where there's a toilet, and that's it.
Really serious. So I think that considering how much I'm paying for it, that it is a little bit bigger, just a little.
Just a little.
It's about like $800 a month. The one, but you know, I got the money for it, so it's fine.
Well, 800. Yeah, no, 800 pounds. 800 pounds. Jesus.
Yeah.
I gotta pay that. I don't even get paid that.
It's either that or Leo Palace, which is literally a shoebox.
Oh.
I don't live in shoeboxes anymore, man. I've done that for 2 years. I'm upgraded.
I just realised now I got this full screen. I don't have my notes. Damn.
Okay. No more bears on camera. Meeting is adjourned.
So yeah, I'm recording this just to let you know.
Okay.
Because I'm
just gonna quickly hide this drink across the screen to pour myself another beer.
Because with our discussion last week, and like us talking about making a podcast and all, I thought, well, I got access to.
Jump in the deep end. Just tell me
fuck it, just surprise you, and to start you going.
Yeah, great. What I don't know. What do you want to talk about now? Do you want to talk about the game or other things in general? I don't know if we should talk about.
I am.
Considering we're supposed to try and keep the story to a bare minimum until the thing comes out.
Oh, we don't have to talk about the game because there's way more dumber stuff that's happened. Because like,
oh
god, have you seen what's gone on this week? And like,
yes, a lot happened this week.
The news and
Let's
stuff.
talk about this week. Like, China exploded, right? There's nothing left of China.
Oh, yeah, China proper went nuts.
Was it like a bath soap company or something like
that? Please say it's a bath soap company. That's what I want to hear.
I think apparently someone was, they were transporting explosives. I don't know what they were doing, transporting explosives in the middle of the city, but there you go. That's China.
That sounds about right. I say that I've dealt with explosives. I sort of have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been around dangerous chemicals before.
Military is the like scientific explosives.
I was like, oh god. If you've not heard of this guy, check him out. It's called John Oliver. Last week tonight news. It's a HBO show, but they put their content up on YouTube.
Right.
Find one of his videos in which he talks about the US nuclear program. It is scary and hilarious.
Is it tongue-in-cheek?
There is an incident in which, like, one of the reports says a burrito takeaway was called out. When the driver got there, the gate was open. He walked across the like station, went into the control room, saw the guy asleep, woke him up, and said, "Here's your burrito."
Jesus Christ. I don't know, I think that.
Yeah, just don't. It's the best way.
Yeah. It's got nothing to do with this until it's too late, but whatever. Especially me. Actually, no, I can't say that anymore. Japan may not be so pacifist soon. Like, the Prime Minister's like pushing for military power now.
Alright.
To defend the country.
Oh, yeah. To defend your country and Godzilla. Now that he's...
dude, we need to do something about these Godzilla attacks. Seriously, this is like once.
Well, you can't, because now he's like an ambassador. So now you have to protect Godzilla. Where Godzilla goes, he has like ambassador immunity.
Yeah.
So when he causes crimes, it's just like.
When he causes crimes or solves them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Bryan Cranston will get on the case, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to, alright, so, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but it's been going around the internet. Have you heard of Sonic Dream Collection?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
wait, no, I have seen some pictures, but I haven't gone into depth. Please explain to me what this is.
So the Sonic Dream Collection, it's sold, right? There's a website, and I'll send you a link to it because it's fucking hilarious. And I'll tell you now. I'll tell you now, like I told someone at work. Don't play it. Don't play it.
Right.
Play it if you're gonna get baked. Right?
Perfect stoner game.
Perfect. This apparently is a collection of dream.
Wait, what is? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a collection of Dreamcast games, Project Dreamcast games that was found on a prototype Dreamcast in 2013 by a collective known as Arcane Kids. And these are the guys, if you were a few years ago, they made Bubsy 3D Museum Tour. Right? Which is where you play as Bubsy and just walk around a museum. I mean, that's it. And then it gets weird.
Right.
The same happens here with these collection of, like, shorts or, like, experiments is the best way to describe them.
Okay.
There's, like, a list of, like, 5 games, and each one goes for, like, the era of the Dreamcast. So it's, like, launch date all the way till end date, pretty much.
I see, right.
Yeah, the first one is create my Sonic, which is where you just create a Sonic. It's like got a little like a random generation device in it, and like spits out these like, horror creations.
Skyrim character creation in there.
Pretty much, but yeah, you know, it's echidnas that you created.
Oh yeah.
And then it drops into the one that everyone is talking about is making movies with Sonic. Is what it roughly is. You as a person are walking around and you've got a camera and you've got 6 seconds of footage on it to film whatever, right? But you can pick up everything in the room, in the scenario that you're in. So you can pick up the people, you can pick up like there's like word balloons, you pick them up, move it around and create your scene, and then you can like hit record, walk around it, and there's your shot, right?
Okay.
And it starts off quite innocent, right? And then like the scene will transition into a new room, and then it goes weirder and weirder. And probably to the point in which everyone now knows Sonic, which is more like the deviant art form of Sonic.
Oh god, really? In video game form?
In video game form. This game is truly one of the weirdest experiences if it weren't for the fact that last night John Cena's High School Adventure 2 has come out.
Same guy, I hope.
Same guy.
Okay.
Same thing. He's made a sequel. It's come out. Yeah. It's going around. Oh.
I saw some screenshots of like some Sonics that people have made, and that's why I was like, I don't even want to touch this. This is just some DeviantArt bullshit. I just avoided it. I didn't realize. So what is it? Were these actually existed in some form on some official Dreamcast?
No.
So these are fan-made games.
It's made. The people who made it are called Arcane Kids, and they're essentially an artist group going around like not like deforming games almost like they're making like weird
like
statements.
Deconstructing them and then reconstructing into their own.
Pretty much, like the whole Sonic Dream Collection is just like this weird satire on like actual like YouTube culture, Sonic itself, almost because dude. All right, so there's a scene that takes place in a hospital in which you have Sonic strapped to a bed. You have Amy in the other room behind glass with a serious-faced Shadow, and Eggman in the background in dark shadow chain smoking.
Right.
Next to Sonic is a cake in which you can pick up and force feed him, in which he'll get larger. And then you pull a plunger that will drop down anvils on him, and he'll basically start shitting out stuff then a Chaos Emerald, and then Tails.
What is this game?
And then after that, it gets even weirder. Trust me, like, find a video. There's plenty of them out there.
Yeah. I might. How do I get a hold of this game? I might. Can you even call it a game? I don't think you can. It's art.
It's art. It's an experience. It's to be fair, because this is what I want to talk about next. It's more of an experience than Everybody Goes to Rapture. Because
really?
Everybody Goes to Rapture came out this week.
Yeah.
Don't know if you know.
Yeah.
It's also made by the Chinese Room, which I'm not sure if you remember. I've had stern words with that person before.
I remember, yeah.
You remember?
I was in lecture hall with you. I was sat right next to you.
Were you in the pub with me?
And we had like a 3-hour argument about Red Dead Redemption.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was so close this week because I knew this was happening. You, you weren't going to talk. I so wanted to try and get Tim.
Right.
Tim on this.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna lampoon this game. I watched it last night. I watched it. I'm not, like I said, like, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna play it because fuck playing that game.
Oh, you mean like the walking simulator?
Yeah, I found a YouTube link of just the whole thing done in 4 hours.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched the whole game.
Mm.
It's a pretty shit game.
I did not like De-Rester. I bought it and I played it. When I took a moment to process it, I could not come to appreciate it.
Yeah.
I understand what he was trying to do, but it just wasn't for me. I can understand that some people like it, but it's not a game.
Yeah, I'm on the same level. I appreciate everything they do. I think like Machine for Pigs was their closest game.
Yeah.
To almost getting what they're after.
They took someone else's existing idea. That was a game that had goals, other than just walk from A to B for the next 5 hours, listening to dialogue and walking at the speed of a fucking geriatric.
And the thing about Machine for Pigs, you were in something. Something was happening around you.
Yes. Yeah.
In Rapture, because it's in the fucking name. Guess what? Every motherfucker's dead.
Yep.
So.
It's De-Rester too, right? There was no one else in De-Rester.
It's Groundhog Day, just not as funny because it's not got Bill Murray. It's not got any humor. Everybody in it. To be fair, you could have made this because I got like halfway through, and it's really weird because it's obviously based in England.
Yes.
It's based in like I'm gonna say it's more or less based in like somewhere like Herefordshire. It's like borderline to like Wales and mid-England.
I got you, yeah.
Because the accents are either Welsh or they're country as fuck.
A mix of both.
Oh, mix of both.
I want to hear that.
Oh yeah. You listen to some. You listen to some of them.
Signal voices. They're very like it's like generic sort of British. Like you can clearly understand them. They're not harsh.
Oh no, there's one. Lizzie is her name. Classic Welsh.
Really?
Full on. They didn't hide her accent. It's great. To be fair, like halfway through, because halfway through I was getting really confused, like, because I was like, it was like coming up to like 1 a.m, 2 a.m. as I was watching this, and I was like, am I watching like a game or am I listening to the Archers? Because fuck all's happening, and yet cows are dying. They talk
Are
more.
you killing the cows?
No, they talk more about agriculture and like the drama within the town than the actual Rapture itself.
But isn't the Rapture supposed to be just kind of instant like that? Like everyone's gone.
It's alien bugs.
That's it. That's the end. You just ruined it for me. Now I never need to play the game.
No, because
I'm thanking you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Because the game itself tells you in its first line of dialogue,
it's alien bugs.
They've contacted aliens,
right,
And from there, have you seen the Crazies?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Right.
Same scenario happens. Shit starts to go down. They try and drop bombs on it, so everybody dies after the bombs, and then whatever happens afterwards is pretty much the end of the story.
We should, if people are gonna watch this, we should really put like a spoiler link.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, alien bugs.
Oh yeah.
The title, I just imagine it was like the religious rapture, you know.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's how everyone felt about this game, because it's like, oh, the rapture. It's got such heavy weight to it.
Yeah,
it's got such heavy weight,
so everyone gets abducted by alien bugs, right?
No, kind of.
Okay.
It's kind of like ambiguous.
Okay, whether they all got vaporized, or whether they got abducted, you just don't know.
Yeah, kinda.
Well, maybe that's not the point. The whole point is everyone's gone and you're the last guy, right? That's all.
Well, you're not the last guy.
Really?
You're not anything.
What?
Yeah, you're not anything actually in the game. You're just this thing going through this moment afterwards, and you're just collecting the information. You're not a person. You are
the alien bugs.
No, because they're telling the story. They're like expressing like, if you were the alien bugs, that would be cool. Because
do you have a body? Are you just like ethereal? Do you look down, see your feet?
Well, you can't. You know, you're not going to see your feet, and you know that it's just a floating camera.
Yeah, no, I haven't said that in a video game in a while. But isn't that like
Mirror's Edge 2 will bring back the feet?
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, we need to do that.
But yeah. Oh.
Okay. Bringing back the feet. 2016, next year of the feet.
Yeah, bring them back. That's what we need.
Yeah.
I need to see.
Person.
Yeah.
First person fingernails. We got Faith coming next year. That's probably the closest thing we're gonna get to it.
They were showing more of that this week. That looks pretty good.
Catalyst, yeah.
Yep. Well, to be fair, I didn't play the first game that much because, yeah, that storyline kind of annoyed me.
Yeah. I loved the game just for what it is. Usually I would just skip the story. It wasn't that bad. It's kind of dumb, but you needed something to progress level for level. At the time the original game came out, you needed something. You needed some sort of story. You needed some sort of gritty sort of thing, to compete with Call of Duty, sort of.
Yeah, I don't think...
That was the audience was going for. Like, who do you sell Mirror's Edge for? It's a first-person game, but it's all about free-running, not shooting. Like, who buys that?
To be fair, it's a hard sell, but they've proved that there's an audience.
Yeah.
Like, people are rabid for this game. And quite clearly they've listened to what the people want, because there's no guns, it's open world, it's gonna have proper cinematics, which is a big plus for me, because fuck those flash screens.
Oh yeah, the flash animations.
Yeah, no one remembers them. Everyone's all like, oh, the fluid animation and blah blah blah. No, remember the fucking flash cutscenes. Remember how bad they were. Speaking
of fluid animation, have you ever seen that game in third person?
Yes.
That's janky as shit.
Oh my god, have you seen Deus Ex in third person?
The original?
No, Human Revolution.
What? Oh, no, sorry, I keep forgetting. Sometimes when you use, like, some of your moves, some of your attacks, some of your abilities, it would go in third person, like when you punch the wall or something, and would fly out. But that's about it. I keep forgetting that it's entirely in first person other than that.
Yeah.
So, no, I haven't seen it. What happens?
Right. Legs, body, crouched. It'll just sink his body.
Your body just goes through... It just goes inside itself.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Like, a real good example of this is, like, because it's been doing the rounds recently, is, like, Witcher 3 glitches, in which, like, the legs just stop moving. So the upper torso is doing all the animation of, like, running over, fences and running and all that, but his legs are staying rigid as shit. So he's just floating, and his legs are going like, boop, boop, boop.
But it's not full on Jesus mode when he's just like got his arms out like that, like
NBA 2012 was it?
Yeah.
Or NBA 2011 had Jesus in it.
He was just standing right there. Pass the ball to him. It's just like, no, fuck it.
Yeah, just Jesus.
Fuck it. I don't need to play basketball. I'm Jesus. Yeah. I wasn't expecting too much from in terms of gameplay from the Rapture.
From the Rapture. Neither were I, but to be fair, with like the fact of like, have you seen like or played her story?
Her story, no.
Or
I've seen enough of it. It's very much down. You know, it's very similar to what we're making.
Yeah.
So I should get on that.
To be fair,
in the sense that how you interact with the game, that's similar to what we're making.
Yeah.
Essentially.
But it's like, because it's like you play something like Her Story or like Gone Home, and you see what that idea can truly do. Because in there's another game that came out really recently that's a sci-fi thing. Can't remember its name. I feel really bad, but it's genius story. It's got shit moments in it, but really good. Like, because it deals with like androids and like recreation and really complex like ideals.
Yeah.
But it's the same game as like what Dear Esther was, but instead of like just walking around, you're having to interact and actually have to find stuff, and like finding more information is crucial to learning more about the story.
I know what you mean. I think I know what you're on about. It's not the Crucible, is it? Or something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's not us. We should know this.
But it's like something like Gone Home, and where like you're like finding like
not the Cradle, is it?
Oh god, it might be the Cradle. Yeah, it might actually be the Cradle.
Something like that.
Yeah. But it's like finding like the videos, finding the notes, finding more information by your own means, meaning that you as a player actually having direct impact.
You're creating the story for yourself.
Yeah, because
you can interact as much as you want in the game.
Yeah, because your exploration is being rewarded with more information, and you're putting the clues together because it's something like Her Story does fantastically well. You can get the story done quite quickly, but you can find out way more stuff and find some really weird, interesting like Easter eggs and like just little nuance information just by digging.
What's the speedrun time on Her Story? To like 5 minutes if you know exactly what
probably.
I got ghosts in my apartment apparently. Yep. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. It's like if Rapture actually had a decent run speed, you'd probably get it done within under it at like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
If you like, if they found the turbo button in it.
But what? So is it like? So the gameplay is very similar to Dear Esther in the Rapture. Is in you're walking at like half walk speed in any other game. You know, literally half of it, and you're just walking down a linear path and just absorbing the information that way.
Pretty much.
So there is no exploration. You're not rewarded by going off the path and trying to find the story at your own pace, like with the Cradle or the Crucible or whatever it's called. We forgot the name of it.
A little bit. There's like little bits of like hidden nuggets of story, but there's nothing to that level.
Right.
And to be fair, if you actually explore, because as I was watching the guy play it, he explored into one building that made no sense. He walked into a two-story building, right, two-story home, through the front door, walked into their kitchen, right, turned right, walked into their front room without a corridor, and there was no stairs at all.
In the house?
In the house.
Wait, were there any locked doors that could technically lead? No, nothing.
Nothing from what I saw in that video was there any indication that there was stairs or another room. There was just 2 rooms in this 2-story building. It's like, alright, if you have that, fair enough. But it's like, there was nothing there. There was nothing to find. It was just there.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird, and that game is... That game is just weird. I find it weird that those people keep making the games.
There's an audience for it, though, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
There is an audience for, I would say, semi-art games. Like, there are full-on art games, like Tale of Tales, and then there's the Chinese Room, and I would prefer to play a Chinese Room over a Tale of Tales game.
But it's like, if I'm going to play those type of games, I would play Sonic Dream Collection.
Yes.
Because I'm doing something, or something like Kart Life.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like something like
Kart Life is amazing.
Kart Life dealt with like some real heavy issues in ways in which like games can do, just they refuse to. But that game made me think a lot more about what was going on and the choices I was making.
Yeah.
Than playing the Rapture and realizing I could be listening to this on BBC 4 right now, and there'd be no difference in the level of my enjoyment.
There is a middle ground that most people miss. You know, when they make a game, that people automatically think they need to make it fun, and that in that sense that the story has to be light. They can't touch any moral issues or anything like that. The most they would be is like a completely black and white story, if you know what I mean. It's just like good or evil. There's nothing in between. There's no grey. It's hardly get any video games to actually touch that.
Yeah.
Except for Kart Life.
Yeah, just Kart Life's on its own.
Yeah.
Stands alone. I mean,
so down to earth, and that's the point.
Yeah. Fuck Papers, Please. It doesn't do that.
Yeah, no. That I said one of. Papers, Please is another good one. That was
But yeah.
But like her story as well. There's like a lot of issues in that sort of game.
Oh yeah.
From what I've seen, I haven't actually played it. It's just you can make a game that's engaging at the same time you can have heavy issues. You don't have to take gameplay away from that to explore a heavy story, like in Dear Esther or The Rapture.
Yeah, and it's like because like again, like her story is a game I've actually played through, and I don't know, with the like. It's weird in the way that it's presented, and it's also weird in the way that it ends. I'm not going to talk about the ending itself. I'll do that. I'll spoil that later or whenever.
Okay.
But it's just like it's like the way that it's presented as like archival footage from like police interviews.
Yeah.
Is
I thought you were saying you weren't going to spoil the ending for The Rapture.
No, no, I don't mind spoiling that because I don't care. If I care about something, I feel bad about spoiling it. When I don't mind at all.
Okay, this is your show, man.
Oh, damn it! Get him back.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm back. Wait.
Okay, I got no video, but if you want to keep going.
Yeah, my video should be coming back. There we go.
Okay, cool. I don't know what's going on.
This
is about the last time we were talking about the same time, and my connection got disconnected. So if you could just like splice videos together, if it does happen.
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So I think we spoke enough on The Rapture. I think we let that dry. There's nothing much we could talk about unless we both actually played it ourselves. We could dive more into the moral story of that, but
we can move on. There's like other stuff that happened that's kind of interesting.
Like Dark Souls. That's happening.
Dark Souls.
Slowly. Twitch plays Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, the Twitch plays Dark Souls thing started, didn't it?
I've tuned into that like twice in 2 days, and they have not moved from the beginning area. They got the first bonfire, but I don't know. There's just like people arguing. They're just like some people are just so apprehensive about fighting that first boss with the hammer. You know, the dragon shit guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea. This is like, I don't want to go in. Let's just keep bring up the menu just to piss people off. I don't know. They're just ultimate trolling in that. I've tuned into like Pokemon and stuff like that. There are ways to troll people. There are ways to get yourself killed in that game, but Dark Souls, they're not going to pull it off. Absolutely not.
No, something like putting Twitch plays Dark Souls just isn't going to work. You may have off like putting like Goldfish playing it because you'll probably get further.
Yeah, monkeys.
Yeah.
All monkeys.
Because when the Pokemon plays when Twitch plays Pokemon first broke out, I was like, oh, this is cool. And then, like, about 5 hours after it, I was like, right, I'm done with that. I'll keep, like, a notice on it.
Yeah. Just tune in, like, once a day, see what happens. See where they are.
Yeah,
That's what I did, yeah. But they have not moved. It's scary. I just love to imagine, like, the same people are just playing it for the past 2 days, just arguing, just, like, getting to boiling point where they're just, like, losing their minds.
It's gonna be... Yeah, it's going to be fun to just, like, have they even leveled up yet? I mean, obviously they have, but, like, have they actually...
got to the first bonfire, otherwise they wouldn't have Estus flasks. But,
yeah, have they even
They might have tried doing the first boss, but I don't think they have.
Yeah, it'll be fun...
In Dark Souls, like, when you get to the door of the first boss, you can hear the flapping of its wings, which means they haven't triggered the boss yet. It's literally still above the battle area, just waiting to drop down.
Yeah.
So they haven't even gone into that door yet.
Oh wait, are they still? Oh wait, are they still in the asylum?
Yeah, they're still
in the asylum. Even though they know what to do.
They still haven't got off that island yet. They still haven't got the giant bird and flown to the main area. This is 2 days.
Yeah, when you said the first boss, I thought you meant like the Kappa Demon. No, not Kappa Demon, but you know the guy on the bridge, the Minotaur.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that guy.
Yeah. Nope.
I thought that because it'd be like, oh yeah, that means I've actually, because that's an actual debate. Because because you're not meant to, but you have got options at that point.
Absolutely. Like when you get to that point, you have choices. You could go whether you want to go down straight away into like the ghost area, the scouting area, or you could just take the new path if you wanted.
Yeah.
Sorry. See, new path. There's a normal path. That's what the one that everyone goes.
Yeah, you either go through the castle, you go down to Blacktown, or you go to like Drake Valley, and then like be really risky.
To Blacktown that way, exactly. But these guys haven't even got Tutorial Island yet.
Oh my god!
Look at the first boss. I'm not actually. What was the? Now we can move on if you want to talk about something else. But I'm literally just. As we're talking, I'm going to load up that Twitch page just to see where they are now.
Oh, it's like, have you seen the Dark Souls 3 stuff that's been coming out?
Yeah.
Like the like actual talks of like weapons and like armor layouts and like stuff like that, and how that's going to actually work this time around.
Yes.
And like the fact that like, it's going to more or less have the same speed as like Bloodborne. Almost.
I hope it does. That was my favorite game. One of my favorite games of all time. Definitely my favorite game of this year.
Yeah.
And, Metal Gear Solid 5 hasn't even come out yet. I think Bloodborne's already beaten it.
It's a bold statement to say, sir.
Puppies, man. Puppies. Yeah, fucking puppy. Yeah, no. Well, what are we in? 2 days, 14 hours, and they still haven't triggered the boss.
He's running
into a wall right now. Yeah, he's bashing a wall. He's running into the wall. Oh, there's the menu again. No, screw it. Yeah.
Truly, the height of streaming technology being used at its best.
Yeah.
Screw the fact that summer games done quickly just happened like a week ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
summer games done super slowly.
Yep. You catch any of that?
Yeah. No, I saw some of it. What did I see? I saw the Prince of Persia one.
Oh, yeah.
Because someone told me that it did not go the way it was planned.
Okay.
And that was most interesting because they always do. They usually always meet their target, you know. If they say, I'm going to beat it by this time, they usually do on just a little bit over.
Yeah.
But this guy was so far past the mark because so many mistakes happened. It was so hard to judge. I've noticed because it was literally a bug, like an exploit that people found this year for a game that came out. When did Prince of Persia: Sands of Time come out?
Oh,
it was
God,
2000.
like 2, 3?
That was the PS2 one. That's the PS2 game.
Yeah. It must have been 2002 or 3.
Yeah, it was like that. And people only found an exploit for that game this year.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I was interested about, yeah. And so it basically what they do is you can glitch yourself through the actual environment by like slingshotting yourself through it, basically, if you abuse like the rewind thing.
Oh, yeah. I know, yeah.
And, he was slingshotting himself in. It's very hard. You got to get your positioning precise and your timing precise to do it. But because it's so new, people have not been able to nail it because there's still so many unpredictable factors. But the best part is that guy slingshot himself into the credits. Like there's literally a black room with the scrolling credits, and he just like launched himself into it.
All right. I know. Unfortunately, because there was an error in their like capturing, they couldn't archive them.
Right.
So I watched them on various YouTube links.
Yeah.
Because I can't be asked like watching streams. To be fair, so it's just like when they stopped putting them out, I was kind of like a bit bummed that I missed this season. But they're starting to trickle out on like other like channels. Like people are starting to like archive them out of like Twitch like data streams and shit.
So you mean people streaming other streams and then saving that instead?
Yeah, like they're breaking into like Twitch's archives and actually like getting at that data and like bringing it all out, which is
We're
cool.
adults now, man. We have no time to watch these streams.
I don't. Most of it happens in America. All of them happen in America.
Yeah,
you definitely don't.
No, I was lucky to actually have watched the International 5 this year for Dota. Like, when it starts, the games, they usually start about 8 a.m. for me over here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's because they start around in Vegas, so the time zone isn't that bad.
Yeah.
But from Vegas to the UK, it's even worse.
Yeah, because that's like, Vegas is 8 hours out over here.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
yeah, I didn't watch the internationals because fuck Dota and those type of games.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to be your in on that game, right? I was supposed to be.
Yeah, you had gotten into it.
Yeah.
And you were meant to get me in because you were like, oh, get on Steam and I'll run games with you. And it's like, I got on Steam and it's taken me all until this year to actually start using Steam.
No, I'm sure you got on Steam to play, what was it, Super Monday Night Combat. We had a few games of that.
Yeah, but to be fair, I didn't buy anything until like this year almost.
Oh, well, I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, because
actually purchasing games, yeah.
Yeah, like actually, because it's just like, I got this PlayStation 4, but there's fuck all coming out for it. Alright, I've got this like Mac that can handle anything I throw at it, so let's see what I can actually throw at it. And all I've really thrown at it is like small, 8-bit indie games. So I'm really pushing its hard drive.
Yeah. You can't say there's no games on the PS4. They got Galaxy.
Yeah, they got I want to play it, but its art style pisses me off.
Really?
It's not far enough. It's not 80s anime enough for me.
I know what you mean. I think it's their take on 80s anime, but at the same time, like the overall style it comes through.
Yeah, I want to.
When the art style mixed with like the pause menu, mixed with the audio, is perfect.
Yeah.
You can't get it. You can't nail it. It's impossible. You'd have to like do the whole.
I don't know. Have you played Exerd?
I've heard of it. I might have actually played that as well.
Guilty Gear Exerd gets down close to like having full-on anime in proper video games.
Oh, you mean Guilty Gear?
Yeah, Guilty Gear.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. You see how good that game looks?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's fantastic. The fact that that's 3D and it looks anime as fuck, like 2D, is crazy.
Yeah.
How they managed to pull that off.
I love the fact because it's like they pulled that off, and they pulled it off in I believe it's still in Unreal 3.
Yeah, it is Unreal Engine. Unreal 4 was not released when they began production on that game, so yeah, it's probably Unreal 3.
Yeah, so it's just like how when when Mortal Kombat 9 was starting to be shown, and Ed Boon's brother, the programmer for one of the main programmers on the game, managed to get the Unreal Engine running at 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
And they showed that off. Unreal was like knocking on their door, just going like, "How did you do that? We can't do that. How did you do that?" And he's just like, "Well, you just do this." And like the same thing apparently happened when like Ark did the same with like Exerd. It's just like Unreal's just like, I can't see how they did that. And I made the engine and I can't see how they did that.
It's so versatile, that engine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
one engine that I hope eventually gets into the hands of other developers, other than its provider owner, is the new engine by Square Enix. Is it a Luminous engine?
Yeah, sounds about right.
The one that they're making Final Fantasy 15, sorry. That looks gorgeous. And the fact that they keep on making those tech demos with, the one with the girl that's like crying all the time.
Yeah.
They showed it at 3, they showed it at Gamescom. Why else would they be showing that to people if they weren't going to eventually sell that tech?
Oh no. Square Enix does a lot of weird things. If you didn't see the E3 conference, they do a lot of weird things.
As much as I want that remake to happen, I don't want it to happen.
If
that makes any sense.
I want it to happen in the most unashamed way possible. Because it's very clearly going to be made in the Unreal Unreal in the Final Fantasy 15 architecture.
Yeah.
It's unescapable. So it's just like they're gonna have all the scenes. They've already said this. They're gonna have all the scenes that you love. They're gonna have all the dialogue you love. Probably neating it up a bit. But is the combat gonna remain the same? Is the broken ass materia system gonna remain the same?
Yeah.
Or are they gonna rejig it and have it to be Final Fantasy 15 combat engine with all of its nuanced behaviors and shit like that?
Like Monster Hunter
more or less, because I haven't played the demo, but I've seen what it's like, and it's like, okay, I get it.
Sorry, that's my phone. It feels good. If you ever do get the chance, play it. It feels good. It's one of the first Final Fantasy games that actually feels right from off the bat. Yeah,
because I'm gonna get Final Fantasy 15 when it comes out for sure, because I knew when I was on board when they when they had that teaser, they had that teaser trailer of the car.
Yes.
Of them just duding it up in the car.
Yeah.
And like a few weeks.
Road trip.
Yeah, the road trip, and then like a few weeks later, they announced that they're getting the new director on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first thing he did was give out more videos, more high def screenshots, and more not JPEGs, PNGs, and just give them out to say and like GIF more.
Yeah.
It's
that
just
guy
like
knows what he's doing. He knows how to sell a game.
Yeah, this guy gets it. Can't hit a deadline apparently to save his life, because he's also the guy behind Kingdom Hearts, and fuck knows when 3's gonna come out.
He's working his ass. They work him too hard. He's done the design since from what I know, Final Fantasy VII, he's the guy who came up with the designs for Cloud. So he's been on there for a while. And, like, since Final Fantasy X, he's been directing this shit, as far as I know.
Yes, and he's...
They've had directors on and off, but, you know, he's been making the bulk of, like, character designs and gameplay, like, how the game should play and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. He was directing Final Fantasy Versus 13 at the time. Full on. Along the same time as Kingdom Hearts 3 when he was designing that. So he was, like, making 3 games at the same time.
Yeah.
It only makes sense that they get a new guy to, you know, take the reins of Final Fantasy 15. And Final Fantasy Type 0.
Yeah.
That is one of the best Final Fantasy games I've played in a long time. That system is great, and it makes sense to get that director on Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, I've heard the game's alright. Bit weird and bit diversive, but I've heard it holds up surprisingly well, saying it's like a PSP port.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is weird.
Even on PSP it was great, but yeah, I played it on Final Fantasy. I played it on PS4, and it was great. I've been drinking. Shut up. It's like 11 p.m. over here. What time is it over there?
Like midday. It's coming up to like past 3.
Midday drinking. Woo!
Yeah.
By midday.
Oh god, I don't drink anymore.
Really?
I haven't drunk in years. Like not like we used to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not like we used to. I used to drink when I used to work, because now I've moved places. Where I used to work, we'd go out on it like on a weekly basis, and that was fun, getting back into the proper drinking. But now I've just stopped, and
just stopped altogether.
Oh yeah, pretty much. It's weird.
Really drinking.
Yeah, now I drink copious amounts of like Yorkshire tea. Oh what?
Wait, yeah, you're definitely back at home.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing that to you one day.
What's that?
I was gonna find a bunch of stuff you can't get over there and just ship it over.
Yes.
But
Please do it.
It
took me 2 fucking years to find gravy.
Really?
I found it. I finally found it. We had it tonight. It was great. It was amazing.
I love that. You've been there for 2 years, and you've just found it.
Yeah. It's we had to go to an import store to get it.
Because it's just like it's like the same with like
sauce, but they don't have like proper gravy granules, like, or even OXO cubes or anything like that. Nothing. You gotta get that shit import.
Yeah. Oh man, it's like listening. Have you ever listened to like Americans get like first tasting like Iron Brew?
Yeah.
Or just shit like that. Like that's what I want to do. I want to send you stuff like that. But you already had it.
Send me a cream egg.
Yeah, send you a cream egg. Send you an illegal Kinder egg. Can I send you a Kinder egg? Is it illegal in Japan?
Oh, they have Kinder eggs over here. They know Kinder.
Oh, they have Kinder.
Send me the most like the most sickly chocolate ever, and I'll give it to my girlfriend, and I'll do a reaction video.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get a Nando's and like cold pack it to you.
Oh yes, cheeky Nando's. I'll have it.
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh.
I had to explain to my girlfriend, like, was it 2 weeks ago, what a cheeky Nando's was? They had no idea what it meant.
Yeah, it's chicken. It's chicken. Don't ask for a steak there. It's the wrong idea.
Oh, yeah. No, they didn't know what the words cheeky meant, and they didn't know what the word Nando meant. So it took me about 2 hours to explain the concept to them. Even Americans, like, they didn't know what it was, but it took me significantly less time to explain. Oh, yeah. But I don't think Americans have, like, an equivalent, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
What, to Nando's?
It's like a banging Taco Bell or something like that. You know, cheeky Nando's, that concept. Like, but cheeky Nando's, TM.
Yeah, they don't have that, but we are getting Taco Bell.
You're slowly getting Taco Bells over there?
Yeah, we found 2 in Sheffield, which is about like half an hour on a train from here.
Right. So they are there. Then actually, we got our first one in Tokyo this year.
Yeah.
Like there is still one Taco Bell. It's just a test, just to see how it goes. If it sells, then they'll probably expand more. But
yeah, I don't know. Taco Bell.
You've tried it?
I've had it. I've had it before. It's what you would expect. It's not what you want. Like
People like tacos to have a Taco Bell, right?
Yeah, I like a burrito. I'm a burrito guy. I'm not a taco guy. I'm a burrito guy.
Yeah, sure.
And like there's a chain that normally resides in like train stations of all places, which is like express burritos, and they're amazing because you go in and it's like a Subway. You just build your own burrito and you build it to the limit, and you basically walk away with like a very dangerous looking package.
Volatile,
yeah. And they're great, but Taco Bell, it's just like you just get like just a tiny sliver of beef and just all the lettuce. That's it. That's the secret. It's just all lettuce.
All lettuce, just filling up with stuff you don't want.
Yeah.
You want it. If you're like me, you just want meat in your burrito.
Yeah. It makes me sad. It makes me sad every time I think of like Taco Bell. It's just like people like that. People don't like that. Stoners like it, but they're getting the wrong idea.
I'm guessing as well. Like any fast food chain, it changes between which country you're in, what chain you're in.
Yeah, but not by that much, because it's like when you'll probably experience this as well as like how I've experienced it. Like you having like a Burger King there is different to having a Burger King in the UK.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Like having a Burger King in America, the sizes are obviously different and the taste is different because they allow certain. Just gonna say it, they allow certain chemicals. We don't allow certain chemicals. We have certain chemicals. They don't like certain chemicals.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's just the way food tastes. So.
But with the thing is, with the Burger King and like McDonald's or something like that, there is a strict structure to how you make it, and you do it inside the kitchen where no one could see. But with Subway, and I'm assuming Taco Bell, they do it in front of you, right?
Taco Bell, it's all done behind.
That's in the kitchen as well?
Yeah, it's all in the kitchen.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
But with the Subway, at least you're watching them, so, it's human error. If they put too much meat in, that's great. If you put too much salad, you're actually going to stop them. You're going to be like, whoa, hold on.
I at least have the power to do something.
Yeah, exactly. I like that about Subway. Actually, because over the last year, there has been so many complaints about McDonald's in Japan. The two main Tokyo restaurants, they have actually got an open kitchen now, so you can watch as they're cooking.
What are they getting wrong?
So many things.
Many things.
Yeah, there were people were finding things in their food that should not be in food at all. Metallic objects, for example.
What?
Yeah. I'm not going to get into it. It's about usage search.
Oh, here's your burger. Here's your burger, fries, and shank, sir.
I can't remember off the top of my head. I think there was something like a screw in there or something like that.
A screw?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like a nail, yeah, it's messed up.
I got a question, because I've heard this and I want to see if it's true. Are Japanese people nuts for mayonnaise?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Is it true you can get mayonnaise as a topping on pizza?
Yes.
Fuck. I thought someone was pulling my leg.
Nope. Most pizzas have mayonnaise as a topping.
Most? Is that their standard?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You can actually, how you get a pizza, you can have the original base is tomato, right?
Yes.
You have tomato sauce, and then you put cheese on, and then you put everything else. You can actually get a mayo base.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I like mayonnaise.
I would not do that, but mayo topping, yeah, I'm all for it. I love mayo.
Yeah.
I came from the right country.
Wait, so you have it as a base?
No, you can, but I don't. That's too much.
I want to see you do that.
You want to see me eat that shit? No. Never.
I want to see you do.
They love it.
I want to see you do that while drinking Iron Brew while playing Japanese Witcher 3.
Okay. That's gonna happen.
I so want that to actually be a thing of just having you playing Japanese American games or Japanese European games.
Yeah.
Because that to me sounds like it doesn't exist.
It does. What is it? What game? Usually, if a game comes out months after, it's because they completely localize it. Like voiceovers and everything. Most of my games, actually, that I have on disc, they are AAA to the point where they've done the voiceovers for them. I believe, I haven't actually tested it, I believe Grand Theft Auto 5 is also... yeah.
They have Trevor in Japanese.
I believe so, yeah.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah. I have The Last of Us as well, but I have not tested that yet. Basically, when I bought my when I bought my PS3 and PS4, they asked for my nationality.
Yeah.
And they default to English. Like the system defaults. So whenever you put a disc in, if the base language is Japanese, they will skip that and look to see on the disc if they have an English language, and they will play that over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Oh.
But yeah, some games like Bloodborne, Metal Gear Solid 5, I know definitely will not have any English at all on that game.
Yeah.
The Japanese version. So I could do that as the first one, I guess.
Oh. Yeah, because when that...
Just back my way through Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, just watching you struggle with you know, what little you probably have learned.
Like, 50-minute cutscenes of bullshit.
And just you stand there going like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. There's Big Boss, there's a dog, there's a skull face.
Surely he must have learned his lesson, and people are just like... as much as people like the story of Metal Gear Solid 4, they wanted to play Metal Gear Solid 4. They did not want to watch Metal Gear Solid 4.
Well, that's why it's an open world game.
I can appreciate, like, if you want to have a 30-minute cutscene, that's fine, but then follow up with, like, 5 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
Don't stop every 5 minutes and have another movie. Just make a fucking movie. Just make a fucking movie, Kojima. Jesus Christ.
He'll never
That's what
make...
everyone wants, right? Del Toro, Kojima making a movie.
Probably, because Del Toro announced that he's done with video games now.
Good.
Yeah, came out and just said, like, you know, fuck these video games.
Yeah,
apparently,
they fucked him over.
Yeah, apparently I'm not allowed to make one, so... Goodbye, video games. You won't be seeing...
He makes amazing movies, but almost every time he shows interest, like, the company just restructures or just... THQ went under.
Yeah.
Konami.
Konami just got outed, so...
Yeah. Does Konami exist anymore? Does Konami exist in a state that anyone gives a shit about them anymore?
Does Konami make a game that anybody cares about?
After Metal Gear Solid 5, no.
It is the real question. Because,
like, they should stop making Pro Evolution Soccer.
They probably
Sorry,
will.
Winning 11. It's Winning 11 over here.
Yeah, they will, and they'll just turn it into Pachinko Machine, and then it'll be erotic football.
Pachinko Machine. There's probably, like, already 5 Winning 11 Pachinko Machine. That was just, like, salt in the wound, though, when they announced, like, was it this week that they're making a Silent Hill Pachinko Machine?
Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, and everyone got to experience, because it came out, the Castlevania one came out like a week before, but everyone still hung up on the erotic violence line.
Yeah.
It's like, erotic violence. That makes no sense. But makes less sense in a pachinko game.
Yeah.
Seeing how pachinko has no eroticism, nor violence. Like, if it was a Castlevania game, yeah, I could see you making that argument. Vampires, sexy, Me running around killing vampires. That's violence. That's sexy violence. Not me sat down watching some balls fly in the air going like, fuck, I wish I made the numbers.
Every time you play that game, a woman dressed in complete latex just whips you from behind.
Yeah. Yeah. As a Japanese citizen, have you played a pachinko machine?
I'm scared to do it.
You're scared to do it?
Yeah, because I'm worried that I will become a pachinko zombie.
Yeah, do you think you'll pick up smoking just by going near it?
Yes. I'm actually surprised. I'm amazed how I've survived Japan and not start smoking yet. Like, it's smoker's paradise.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere, you can smoke. Fucking anywhere.
Really?
Restaurants, they still smoke. Bars, they smoke.
So right now in the UK, we're having a vape epidemic.
There is one guy I know in Japan.
Who vapes?
One guy in Japan that vapes.
Does he vape? Does he vape correctly though? This is very crucial.
He vapes in the front of everyone. He's like, "This is a trend. It's gonna take off." He's been doing it for 2 years. No one else has done it.
He's just there, smoking, just going like, "I'm allowed to do this. It's a thing."
Yep.
Yeah, but it's like, have you seen like? Because
this is a country where it's okay to smoke in a restaurant. You know, he's smoking in front of it. I'm in the no smoking zone. I'm like,
yeah, but is he with like an e-cigarette or like one of with those like very like small looking ones, or has he got like a rig that looks like it belongs on the side of a car?
Oh no, he's got one of those lightsaber ones.
One of those big.
It's like this long. He's just smoking it. I'm like, yeah.
I can't see you, so.
Like a beam of light to come out every time you do it.
Oh, is it? Wait, is it one of those like 3,000 pound ones?
I don't know. I'm not into smoking. I'm not into vape culture. I don't know how much. But basically, it looks like it should be in Blade Runner.
Right. No, I know the one you're on about. My girlfriend. She does, just because she used to smoke, but now she smokes vape. It's completely fine. So to help, we bought her a rig, right?
Yeah.
Bought a nice like little like compact rig. It doesn't break. It lasts forever. Like the battery life on it is perfect and all that. Totally worth the money. And like the guy himself who was selling us this has a lightsaber thing, right?
Yeah.
And just like out of question, it's just like, how much did that cost? And he told us that thing cost around about £3,000.
Jesus Christ.
And the thing of why it costs so much is one, everything on it, the actual device itself, the actual frame itself is mill-made. It's actually made by hand. And
I see, right.
And the battery is essentially a slug. It's a heavy-duty, just this monster of a battery.
Yeah, when I was holding my friend's one, it was surprisingly heavy.
Yeah, and does he do
alarmingly heavy?
Does he have the big like white dragon plume when he like breathes?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, because that's how they win. Like a smoker will just be there as like seductively smoking, and while a vapor will just be there with like pretty much just doing bong rips on the side and like just causing like small like rave parties.
Yeah, that's the only way you're going to justify it, though. You know, by showing it in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm part of the vape culture. I'm part of the vape culture. I also operate as a smoke machine on the weekends. Just dance, kids.
See the lasers through it. You wouldn't get that with a cigarette.
you wouldn't get the light show.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, I gotta figure out some way of getting over there sometime.
In Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
You're waiting.
We're meeting Tokyo.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be about a few years, but I'll get there. But yeah. Oh, that's something. That's something. Did you see that you, as a PlayStation 4 member, you are now able to vote for the next game?
Yes.
Yeah, have you seen the games that you can vote on?
This is really a vote. There's only one clear winner this month.
What's the clear winner?
I can't remember the name of it.
There's
crazy animal board game one.
There's the furry board game.
Yeah, the furry board game's going to win.
There's Grow Home.
No, it's not going to win.
And then there's Zombie Vikings. Which is a 4-player co-op Castle Crasher style game made by a bunch of Swedish guys.
I know, it looks amazing, but you're talking to the guy that's recently, like, full on got into board games. So I'm like, yes, board games, more board games, even digital board games. Let's do it.
See, I'm with you. I want to see Armello. That's what it's actually called. Yeah. It's called Armello.
Armello, that's the one. Yes.
Yeah, I want to see more of it because I played board games, but there's a thing about board games that drive me up the wall, and that's the fact that no one reads the rule books.
Yes.
No one reads the rules, and no one quite understands the rules. But if you put a board game in a video game, it's the best shit ever.
Tutorial, just to tell you how to play the freaking thing from the start, and you just learn from that.
And it's not even that. It's like, if I fuck up, the game won't let me fuck up.
Yeah.
While if you play a board game and you fuck up, no one knows if you fucked up.
That always happens. You play a board game and someone forgets a rule, some archaic thing, and you just because they forget it, for the next 5 games, you don't play by that rule.
Yeah, I've seen tournaments of card games being thrown, just turn into fist fights because some motherfucker forgot something about one of the rules.
Yeah.
And it's just don't need to deal with it. Don't need to deal with it. I'd rather just let a computer handle it. And exactly. That's what it looks like. Computer's going to handle it. The game's going to be multiplayer. It actually does come out in September. So that is quite good, and it's been in beta for the past year because I've been keeping a track of it ever since I first heard about it. To be fair, and it's been
is it a Kickstarter or?
Yeah, it started as a Kickstarter, and it's been slowly progressing through its beta. It went into early access a few months ago. I think it around about March, February. I think it went into early access. And through there, it's been actually doing beta trials in which it's been introducing new balancing. There's going to be 2 new characters coming with the actual release, which look really fun, which looks really cool to be fair. And the game itself actually does look like a very decent and very feasible board game at the same time. Yeah.
Any board game worth its salt is easy to play but difficult to master, and this game looks like it just from what I've seen.
Yeah.
How people playing it. Yeah. There are a lot of ways to win this game. It's not so straightforward.
Yeah.
That's what I look forward. That's what I look for in a board game.
Yeah, it looks just like how you want it to look. It looks like a decent strategy game, something like what. Oh God. I can't even think of a decent board game, strategy game, and I'm not going to say Risk, because fuck Risk.
I play many Euro games. That's a subgenre, I guess. So, Archipelago, sort of, Terra Mystica.
Yeah, have you played Catan?
Yes, Catan, yeah.
Yes, you've played Catan because everyone loves Catan because of the one line everyone gets to say.
Yeah.
Do you know the line?
Tell me.
Got wood. You all need wood. You all need it at some stage.
Yep, everyone needs wood.
Yep. Everyone loves saying it.
I need a beer. I'm out. 3. When did you go to E3?
11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I went to study there in 2010, and me, Dan and that lot went 2011.
Wow, that's right, yes.
Yeah, and VR, the Oculus Rift didn't even get mentioned until, I want to say, it wasn't started doing the rounds until 2012, but we may have been probably hearing rumors of it in 2011. But I played it when I last went down to Wales in 2013.
That's right, when you were coming back.
Was it 2013 or 2014?
2013 is when we finished our course.
Yeah, so it was in 2014 when I went down for the Welsh Interactive showcase. And got to play the university's Oculus Rift demos, which was a lot of fun. I got to do the whole crazy routine of trying to make myself throw up. So as I had previously got told, it's like, whatever you do, make sure you sit down. Right? Is your number one thing, because if you try and stand up and play, your legs are going to drop like a stone.
Yeah.
Your body can't handle it. Because it's like...
For standing up for like 12 hours?
No, because it's like, right, when it's kind of like... Your brain is thinking you're doing one thing.
Yeah.
Right? And sitting down, your brain can handle it. Right? Because it's steady. It's understanding like... Right, I'm sat down, but yet I've got the motion of moving, right? But if you try and stand up, your legs will go, I don't like this. I'm moving, yet not moving, but yet standing up at the same time, in which your legs will basically just give up and drop.
Yeah.
In which I did this, and I had to very quickly grab a table, because like, oh, my legs! Which was a lot of fun. You should do it when you get your Oculus Rift. Just like play a simple game and just try and stand up while like playing it. You'll just drop straight back down.
Yeah.
And the other thing is letting someone else play.
Yeah. What do you mean, like watching them do it?
No, have the headset on, but let them have the controller.
Oh god, yeah.
That is the
worst.
Is really fun. I got to do that with Tim O'Connell. Tim O'Connell played for me.
Yeah.
And because he could see the monitor, because the monitor's showing the same thing.
Yeah.
He was playing off the monitor, and yet I was just relaxing. It was surreal. Really fun little experiment. And like a real fun little device. Because I
mean, you could probably tailor-make an experience just for that. Someone controlling the camera for you.
Probably. But it's like... Well, there's like a bunch of like devs are talking about just like actually trying to make VR games right now is very difficult, because they're having to like understand like more about perspective and about like actual spatial inertia and like what's okay in that space versus what's not okay. Yeah.
It probably differs between people as well, how much they can accept, their body can accept.
Yeah, because like
what was it? Trackmania.
Yeah.
You imagine Trackmania?
Oh god, Trackmania? No.
Yeah.
No. But
not for me.
Yeah.
No way.
Because what's been hot on like a lot of like the dev servers is like horror games.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't take a lot to make someone scared in VR. Actually, it takes less to make someone actually physically scared in VR than it would ever take in a video game. In video games, to make someone actually physically afraid is nigh on impossible to a degree. Right?
I think it's just because it's a brand new experience. I mean, like if you make this 5 years down the line, we'll be saying the same thing.
Probably not.
People will be so used to horror games.
Yeah, because it'll be
in virtual reality that it'll be the norm.
Yeah, this is pretty much because we haven't had a technological leap like this since like color TV or sound.
Yeah.
Sound films.
It's not like exactly. It's not the normal jump from standard def to HD.
Yeah.
It's kind of minimal. This is huge. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Like kids in the 80s going from like Nintendo 60, like going from Nintendo, like Super Nintendo to PlayStation. That was a leap, but they could understand it. They could. It's not that big a jump, but going from like huge graphics to VR is a very huge leap.
Huge for everyone.
And Time Magazine just had to take a big shit all over it. Because old man has to have his say, I suppose.
He was just in for the ride. He was just like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, this ain't your typical nerd shit.
Yeah.
This ain't your typical way of like the world works. You may have seen this before, but we are making groundbreaking news by saying it's not weird. I'm
flying around. This isn't weird.
I'm I love the fact that like as soon as that article came up, my Twitter blew up to like enormous degrees.
Yeah.
I was just filled with like just like
with the same thing. Yeah, same image.
Well, it was like the image, but in like multiple places. People have started like photoshopping like crazy on it. It's just the best.
Why did he have his shoes off?
Loves having his shoes off. Dude loves wearing. Yeah,
really
dude
does.
Loves wearing not shoes. But it's
they
just
made
like
a big point about him not wearing shoes. It's weird.
But it's just like
the article was really fucking weird.
Yeah, because it is very interesting. It's like whenever they would have like something like Steve Jobs or like Bill Gates or whoever, they would like shoot him and talk to him like he was someone big. Like, hey, this tech person's big. They're making big shit, and it's going to be a big change. Here's someone making big shit and going to have a big change, but we don't know what to do with it because it's technically classed as video games.
Yeah.
And it's not...
People don't understand video games yet.
People don't understand video games, and it's not that he's not slick enough to divert it. Like, if they were going to, like, interview, like, EA about VR or Sony...
find someone to do it.
Yeah, if they...
find someone photogenic or, someone who knows to blag their way through it.
Yeah, it's like, if they were going to talk to Sony about Morpheus...
Yeah.
They would get the person, they would get the shots, and they would dictate exactly how that interview was going to go. But something tells me, like, Time Magazine had a lot of control over this, but they didn't know what they were having control over.
Yeah. So it tells me, like, this guy, like you said, you mentioned Steve Jobs, you mentioned Bill Gates. Those guys very much wanted to do this themselves. Like, Lucky could have got anyone to do it, but he decided to do it himself. He very much wants to be the face of this new generation that's coming.
Yeah, and I can tell you now, everyone's going to be not going to be saying Lucky. They're going to be saying John Carmack. That's the real disappointing thing, isn't it? It's like I didn't know.
The picture of the guy who was flying with the VR. Oh, that was John Carmack. Have you heard of I gotta get this right. Hugh Hoffman. What? Hugh Hoffman.
Yeah, Hugh Hoffman.
No, who is this? Who is this person? Is it a person?
Yeah, it's a person. It's a person you know and I know. And so I've been keeping track of I've been talking on and off with some of our uni friends for donkey's ages, and currently there's a new studio made of them, Dan DeRocha and Henry Hoffman.
Yeah.
And they're currently showing a game off around everywhere called Hugh.
I remember that. Yes.
Yep. Hugh's being shown, and it's getting a ton of awards. Apparently, they won 3 overnight, and Dan had no idea what was going on. It really freaked him out, which was hilarious to see. Because they were in Germany. They were in Germany doing Gamescom, and a friend of theirs was showing their stuff off in San Francisco.
That's right. Yeah.
At an award show, and they got a few showcase awards and whatnot. And while they were at Gamescom, Henry got interviewed by this, I think it's a YouTuber, I think it's a European YouTube network, decided to interview him, and they got his name wrong, naming him Hugh Hoffman, in which that has now become his Twitter handle.
Shouldn't that be his name though? He should officially change his name to Hugh from the game.
People keep coming up. Apparently, people now going up to Dan asking if they can have an interview with Hugh Hoffman.
That's amazing.
That is really
That's
funny.
So good.
That's really.
Speaking of uni grads, isn't Volume out this week?
Volume.
Yeah, the next one from the creator of Tom Was Alone. Was it Thomas Was Alone? Yeah.
Yes!
That's
Yes.
out this week.
That is out this week. You are
That's
completely
like
correct.
pure stealth, right?
Yeah. That is actually out, yeah. Alright, cool.
Out now? Or
It's coming out. I don't know.
it's coming out, yeah.
I'm
pretty sure it's very soon.
Yeah, I know when it will be out because that will people will be making a lot of a noise about it because it's obviously the guy who came out with Thomas is Alone, and yeah, I remember seeing that game like way early on.
Yeah, I remember playing that. It was at
did we play
Nottingham at one point? We played it in Nottingham at one point, I'm pretty sure.
Did we play it? No, I thought we played it. We also played it in Cardiff.
Yes.
Yes, we played it at Cardiff at that bar that no one ever went to again because it was way, way too expensive.
Yes, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
They tried to build themselves as a showroom for things like that, you know, like an art exhibition / bar, but no,
yes.
Never again.
Great idea, poor execution, in which I got told off for saying that. I remember that. I remember the lady who ran that and came up to me later and going, "You saying this is terrible?" I went, "Well, it's not the best." It's like, "You tried doing better." When? It's like,
you can do better.
I'm so sorry. Go to Canada and leave me alone. And so she went to Canada and left me alone.
Great.
But yeah, like that's coming out. Have you heard of Theo and Lizzie?
Yeah.
That's just about to come out of Greenlight, by the sounds.
That's by Ollie and Pete, right?
Yes, that's
Harris, Ollie Elliott.
Ollie Elliott and Peter Harris.
That's right. We got so many studios forming out of Newport.
Yeah, and yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. It's weird to see the fact that like not only has Wales actually started to make itself into an actual platform for actually making games, but a lot of it's all coming out of the Newport area.
Yeah.
Like I know
they were in this incubation for a while.
Yeah.
A self-made incubation. It wasn't like, oh, the university was sponsoring us or anything. It's just we were in the apartments together and just like, hey, should we make a game? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, it's probably one of the weirdest, surrealist experiences I'll ever have in my life in living in like the Cube household, like Toxic Games household, as that game was getting developed near the end.
Yeah, we were just playtesting constantly, non-stop.
Yes, we were playtesting the shit out of the Halo online system. That's yeah.
Playing Halo 1. Can we break this game?
We can make a legit Gritsball team. Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna be seeing those guys soon. It's gonna be amazing.
Are you heading back down there?
No, I'm going to. I'm looking at going to Game City in November.
Okay.
And I'm looking to try and set up an event with Game City sometime soon, actually. Because apparently I did something that I didn't expect to happen this week on Twitter, which was fun.
Right.
An old friend I had made in 2011 when I went to E3. Right. He has just made a game that is essentially like a LARP.
Right.
And I heard about this, checked it out, and was like, I want to see this as a LARP. So now, with his permission, I've got the actual game, more or less the actual rules for the game, in which I'm in trying to get in talks with like Game City to try and like actually set up a little little night of it,
like an exhibition.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which will be super fun because apparently this game it's really makes you really think. The game's called They Might Not Kill You.
They might not kill you.
Yeah, the game is basically the game itself is a live action role play experience.
Right.
In which it's just you and you walk down a street trying to get some groceries. All you got to do is get to the shop and get back, right?
Right.
But in the duration of walking, you are encountered by scenarios, right?
Right.
They start off small and they eventually get more and more. Like it's low engagement up to high engagement. Right?
I see. Yeah.
And each event you're given the option of, do you want to say something or do you want to keep on walking, right?
Right.
And which way you choose to go will impact how far you'll actually get in the scenario, but it'll also impact your stress meter.
Oh, I see.
Right, so you have a stress meter, and depending on if you want to say something, saying if you don't want to say something might increase your stress meter, and that'll go up. And as you carry on, you'll get more and more stressed, and that'll eventually lead into more bad situations.
Yeah,
it's a really, really interesting social little experiment, especially because because it's like there are moments in which police will just want to frisk you, and it's just like fuck. Like,
so how did you get in this situation where police want to frisk you? That's
it. It just happens. It's one of the events.
I see what you mean. It's just like it's not a consequence of a choice you make.
No. Like every scenario that comes upon you, that happens around you, is just going to happen, and it's your choice of whether you want to say or not say anything.
I see what you mean.
And depending
on what your choice is, it will affect your stress.
Yes, and every decision you make, and the outcome of it is completely generated on dice rolls.
Really?
Right? So,
that would be amazing. You're gonna have to walk down Game City like that whole Nottingham street with giant foam dice.
So it's just like, because like the guy in question who made this game, he's called Akira Thomas, right?
Yeah.
And this guy has just apparently has done everything, right? He was in the army. He left. He went to he's currently in university. He's also worked as an Imagineer for Disney. He's worked with Indiecade. He's also worked for numerous games companies around the LA area. He currently lives in LA, I do believe.
Crazy.
And he's just and he's also one of the founding members of Glitch City LA, which if you don't know, they are like basically a incubation center for indie game developers around LA.
How do you go from being in the US Army to being a game developer though? That's crazy. Did you go to university first and then go into the army, or
no? He what basically happened was he left high school and wanted to go into the army so he could fund his education in college.
Oh, I see.
Right,
no, I got you.
Right, in which he's said in like talks and whatnot, he's felt guilty about because it's obviously a bit more selfish than any other reason you can do. But with this, it's given him some understanding and just like a goal in life to try and just make games that actually make you think and to actually change perspectives on certain situations. Because he's also coming out with another game, I believe it comes out at the end of this month for mobiles and PlayStation Vita, which is I think it's called like Don't Stop Thief. I think it's called.
That's right.
And it's basically where you've got to steal a wallet through a maze.
Telling me too much information here. You could be breaching something.
No. This game's already been announced and all that stuff. I'm not.
Okay,
this isn't anything secret. This is already like on his website. His studio is already like. Don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything here. His studio's called Rain Boys.
Rain Boys. Okay.
Not Rain Boys. Rain Bros. That's it. Rain Bros.
Rain Bros.
And like the game itself is just like this little kooky little adventure. It's just like Operation, but instead of trying to get out a bone, you're trying to get out someone's wallet.
That's pretty funny.
And like the more you do it, the more complex it gets. And like apparently like the end goal, like at the end of the trailer, It shows you like doing like very easy lifts and then at the end you're doing very complex lifts, and then it just cuts to this boardroom of like these guys in suits just clapping, and like money rains down from the sky. It's like, what's going on?
The way you build it to me then is just like something you were talking to him about on the off chance. It's like from like 2011 or something.
No.
When you first met him. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make this game in the future. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, don't tell anybody. Oh no, I'm not breaking secrets. I'm not doing.
Yeah. I love stealth games. So if that's what I think it is, I need to watch the trailer. I haven't seen anything of it. I have a vivid sort of picture of what it could be. So
yeah,
I'll watch the trailer and I'll be disappointed. It's nothing like the picture I have in my mind. But whatever.
I hope you like it, because it's like the game itself looks very, it's very cartoonish, but it looks like a lot of fun. To be fair, it's in that very like oh god, what was that collection called? Like the sports collection that PlayStation put out not too long ago. It had like Sebastian Joust and
Sports Friends.
Yeah, Sports Friends. It's got like that kind of look to it.
Oh sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Those Sports Friends 2 would be great.
No, I don't. Yeah,
it's been like a resurge. Not that so much, but it's just like been a resurge of so many sort of 2D sort of co-op, or they call them couch co-op, but you know, like it's almost more competitive sort of arcadey feel. 4-player on the split screen multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? Samurai Gun. There's Towerfall.
Oh, right. Those
game.
Yeah, those type of games.
So, if they could be a compilation of those sort of games, that would be amazing. So just so more people could play it. I have all of those.
Yeah.
We play them all the time. One of my favorites, if you've seen it, is Crawl.
I've seen Crawl. I spotted it last year, and it's been on my wish list to get, but every time I keep reading its notes, it's just like, it doesn't sound like there's enough there yet.
They keep updating, they keep putting more like enemy monsters and stuff like that in there, but at the end of the day, the gameplay, it is what it is, if you know what I mean. It's what you make of it, really. You really need a lot of friends to play that. Like, the last time I played it, we played it with like 16 of us in one room.
What?
So we just like kind of rotating while playing Cards Against Humanity and Cthulhu Wars.
Oh, that sounds... I can't play... No, I can't do cards anymore.
No, you've
done
it, yeah. Yeah, me too.
Well, you remember when we played it?
We played it for like 4 hours straight.
Yeah, but when we played it, I was already tapped out, and then my friends here discovered it like last year.
Really? Last year, yeah.
And it was like, I can't do this again. I played it with them, and it's just like, to be fair, we did play it the funniest way you could with the rando rule.
Oh, yeah. Like the Han Solo guy. We just had like one random player, like a visible player.
Yeah. So we played it in a game shop, and they had a Lando Calrissian like pop model just hanging around.
Rando rule.
Yeah, so we had
Lando. Random. Right.
Yeah, so we had Rando Calrissian. I believe in the game it's actually called Rando. So we put him down, and he almost won the game. Which to me was the funniest and most best moment of that whole entire like new experience of playing that game, was the fact that I could lose to pure random chance, and it's amazing. Like it was dropping cards that were just perfect, perfect punchlines, and it's just like, that's genius. That's how good this game could be. But I'm playing with assholes who I just. Because it's just like, I like this joke, no one else does, so I'm going to lose, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's all about like sense of humor and how you can actually make it work and all that stuff.
Yeah, with the judges, sure.
Yeah.
But if you're playing with a bunch of humorless people, what's the point?
Yeah, but it's because I like playing with people that were a lot more, I don't know, let's say, aggressive.
Okay. How can you be aggressive in Cards Against
but it's
Humanity?
just, I mean, like, because these were like Magic players and stuff. So like they were.
Okay. They literally took that sort of aggressiveness from that game and it transferred into Cards.
Yeah.
Against
So
Humanity.
when like one of the judges was breaking it down into like raw humor.
Yeah.
He's just like, this card isn't funny at all. No one chuckles. This doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's not that. It's just, oh, come on, let's have a good time. Let's have a laugh. I don't want to get scored on my points here.
That's the wrong crowd. Roll 10 for humor.
Oh, I gotta do that again. I gotta get back in. We gotta set up a new RP group.
Oh god damn it! Yes, we still haven't finished our RP. The one from Game City.
From 2012.
Me, you, and Kate were all in jail. The only person that's still out on the beach with a dwarf apparently is Tim. I remember this vividly.
Yes, Tim,
3 years ago.
Tim, who almost died on a door.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucked us over in the church, all of us.
Oh, it was worth it.
Yeah, it was.
Best moment of that Game City, to be fair.
It was.
Oh.
We were there for 5 hours just pre-drinking, just doing this crazy RP. Then it was never going to get anywhere. We knew that.
Yeah.
But God bless Martin. Jesus Christ, he held his own. He knew what he was doing.
But to be fair, it's because I've been actually going to Game City events outside of Game City, and that organization has got
days. What's it called? Game City Nights, right?
Yeah, it does once a month events. This month they had the actual writer and creator of her story there.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
I didn't get to go. Unfortunately, I couldn't make the time, and I couldn't quite make it, so I had to miss this one. But it was ones in the past. It's let's have a Lethal League night, or
okay,
or just let's here's this group of developers what is it? Do you know the game Gang Beasts?
Oh, they were there.
Yeah, because they're based.
I love Gang Beasts.
They're based.
I can't wait till that comes out.
Yeah, they're based in Sheffield.
Really? Oh, right.
Yeah.
They're being published by
Double Fine.
Double Schafer.
Yeah, Double Schafer. Yeah, Tim Fine.
Tim Fine.
Yeah.
Double Schafer.
Yeah, they're coming out by then, but yeah, the two brothers are both based in Sheffield.
Alright.
So they make an occurrence down there every now and again. And I'm definitely I'm currently wanting to try and set up an event to try and get Akira's game there one night.
Yeah.
Because I think that will go down like a fucking riot, especially in that scene. Because that'll just be fun as hell.
That'd be awesome.
But anyway, so yeah, I'll catch you. I'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do this.
We'll
another time.
Yeah.
So,
we'll try and make this more legit next time.
Available. We'll do it. Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about this some other time.
All right, man.
Cool.
Catch you later.
Bye.